Hello everyone, myself Ashit Desai, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Department. Today we are going to discuss the design for appearance, or can say aesthetic consideration in design. So first of all, we look at the learning objective. So first learning objective is to understand the development of product design with aesthetic consideration. Second learning objective is to know the consideration and reflection of aesthetic design. So after this session, some learning outcome is there. Some first of all, the first learning outcome is the student will able to explain about the design of appearance. Second learning outcome is the student will able to aware about designing the components. So these are the learning outcomes. So first of all, we'll look at the importance of aesthetic. So as you know that each product is to be designed for perform it specific function. So nowadays the customer has having some criteria for selecting the product. So first that parameter or can say uh, constraint is the functional performance. So in that the product is performing or not, it can check it out by the customer. Second, durability, so how long it can sustain, so it can check it out. Then initial and running cost, so how it reasonable or not, so this can be check it out. Then next, ability to stand with adverse condition like that working environment conditions. So in working conditions, the product is suitable in a different condition like heat, then noise, vibrations. So like that parameter check it out. Then service support is available or not. So this is also checking parameter. Then compatible or not. And last point is aesthetic. So these are the point considered for while deciding the or can say selecting the product. So as we know that the aesthetic is important point for because uh, it is nothing but a first communication of product with user. So also appearance is not only depend on communication, so it can expressing the quality also. So this picture showing that the different colors of the car as well as different shape is available with that car, so that's why it can attract. So this is nothing but it has having set of principle of appreciation of beauty. So it also includes the quality. So in that quality includes the stability, strength, then that impression, then surface finish, then surface texture. So these also parameter we can observe over here. So this is regarding the aesthetics. So next point we'll discuss here, that is traditional aesthetics and today's aesthetics. So in traditionally only we can focusing of nature of beauty, so it can relate with only object and uh, that beauty. But nowadays that the aesthetic will depends on the emotions as well as the that work, that beneficiality, then destructive or not, then test or not. It can check also visionary basis, it can check with the touch basis. So all that parameters we will consider in the today's aesthetics. So that means it can select the only appreciation is not, it also selects about the quality of product. So this is regarding the traditional aesthetics and today's aesthetics. So the next point is regarding the how the aesthetic contributes for the product. So first is regarding the vision, then hearing, touch, taste and smell. So in vision basis, the color, so number of colors is available with us. So according to that, you can give the color to the products. Then shape, so different shape is available with us. We can give to the that customer based product. Then pattern is there, texture is there, visual weight is there, balance is there. So these regarding the visionary basis. So customer we can check only on the basis of visionary basis. Some customer is checking with hearing also, that is loudness, beat, repetitions, melody, noise pattern. So these are also observed over here. Then touch, so that point is regarding the texture, text shapes, weight, comfort, temperature, vibration. These also parameter we check it out with the product. Then test. Then customer check out about the strength, sweetness, sourness, then textures. Then next regarding the smell, strength, that is sweetness. So these are the points selected uh, for product. Then it can contribute the that perception of the product. So it can improve the aesthetic views as well as it can improve the quality basis. So now next point is the aspects of aesthetic design. So there are a number of points. So first point is regarding the shape, second point is the color, third point is a variety, fourth point is style, then fifth point is continuity, sixth point is contrast, then seventh point is symmetry and balance, eighth point is material and surface finish, ninth point is style, and tenth point is proportions. So these are the aspects of aesthetic design. So first of all, we look at the shape. So basically five shapes is available with us. So first is the step form, second is taper form, then third is the shape, that is sphere form, streamline form, and last point is a sculpting form. So as we know that step form is nothing but vertical ascents and it can be suitable as a multi-story buildings. Then taper shape is there, so it having taper form. Then next is the shear form, so that basis on the that square outlook to the body, or can say to the product. Then next is a regarding the streamline, so that should be giving a smooth flow over the body. So it is available nowadays in a automobile as well as aeroplanes. Then sculpting body, so sculpting body is having different shapes is available with us, that is ellipsoid, then you can say paraboloids, then you can say hyperboloids. So this sculpting is observed in a nowadays that building a mobiles, cars, or can say that mouse. So normally the sculpture or can say stream will be followed in a vehicles, and step and we can say shear is observed for the stationary products. So this is the regarding the shape. Now next aspect is regarding the aesthetic is color. So color is a major impact to the aesthetic views, or can say it can appeal to attraction purpose. So it can create a interest, but sometimes it can eliminating the eye fatigue as well as it can irritating the attention. So that's why the Morgan has suggested some meaning of the color, so when we can use there as compared with their ideas of the operator. So first is the red, so we can use at the danger point, or can say hot side. On orange we can use at the possibility dangerous condition. Then yellow is caution, will read with this. Then green is we can say that safety points. Then blue, that caution cold, the system we can use. Then gray color we can use it at the dull side. So these are the main feature colors we can use there. So this is the suggestion by the Morgans. Now next that parameter, that is aspect of symmetry and balance. So sometimes required symmetry, sometimes required asymmetry, sometimes required balance or unbalance also. So this feature indicating regarding the symmetrical. So this is regarding the display panel. So number of that knobs we can divide into two parts. One knob is on that side, second knob is on that side. That linear scale also divided into two portions. Then small knob is also divided into two portions, that is called as symmetrical. So sometimes it requires a symmetrical manner, sometimes required asymmetrical also, because it can increase or can say integrate the visual attractions. So normally this asymmetrical and unbalanced is observed in computer systems. uh, for this is for visual attraction. Next is a asymmetrical as well as unbalanced, also can say ball and balanced. So this is the picture. So sometimes it requires also a symmetrical and balance. So as per requirement we can follow these three parts. So this is regarding the symmetry and balance. The next aspects is the for appearance purpose, that is material and surface finish. So as we know that the material has that different characteristics, like strength is there, texture is there, finish is there, then loading condition, or like I say loading bearing capacity is there, wearing resistance is there, corrosion resistance is there. So these qualities, or can say these characteristics is available with material. So we can take first example for that, that is strength and load. So whenever the bearing condition, or can say bearing when the bearing material is there, so that can provide, or can say that requires strength and loading condition, so you can use directly stainless steel. So it can provide strength and load also, as well as it can provide static pledging also. In surface textures, so surface texture is depends on the that wearing criteria, so wearing conditions. So stainless steel is having wearing condition, so it can wear resistance, so that provides a better surface texture. The next is the surface finish. So that surface finish directly appealing the contributing or appealing the aesthetic views, I can say appearance. Then surface coating. So surface coating is nowadays available with the painting, spray painting, electroplating. So like that it is available. So it can provide a aesthetic views, as well as it can protect from other resistance, right? So this is related with the surface coating. So give one example is there. So that is chromium plating is done on the automobile components, so that can improve the corrosion resistance along with appearance. So this is related with a material and surface finish. Now next aspect for the aesthetic is impression and purpose. So their impression is also important for working purpose. So this is this figure indicates weakness impression, and here indicates impression of strength. So it can look very nice well, but it can impressing the strength also. So not only it is depending on the sense, so it depends on the strength also. So this is regarding the impression and purpose. So here taper shape is provided, so that's why it can provide a stability, so it can gives impression of performance also. Now we check it out the for taper shape. So this is also impression, but it can provide the strength, because when you putting the drill bit or can drill socket, so you can easily insert it, and the whole load can be beared. So this is the more advantages for the that purpose we can use here. Now next point is for contrast. So in contrast, that indicating the different characteristics. So different characteristics means, suppose we are giving different colors, so that key patterns is having different color, and that the telephone has having that holder is different color. So that should be indicating the different characteristics. So that contrast improves the appearance also, as well as it can uh, improves the characteristics also. So I can say different functions also. So this is regarding the contrast. So contrast is important. The next, variety. So variety is important factor. So it is nowadays available for different products like refrigerator, fans, then vehicles, then stereo system. So we can take example of that refrigerator. So nowadays different types is there, that is top freezer refrigerator. So freezer is at the top of side, and this is called as top freezer. For side by side refrigerator, or in that say the freezer is at the side basis. Then bottom freezer, so freezer is at the bottom side. Then French door refrigerator, so two opening door is there, and on that side the freezer available with us. The next is a counter depth refrigerator, so bottom of the portion is not used here, only the freezer and all this and other compartment is present at the top of the site. So this is the indicating variety. So this is also pleasing appearance as well as uh, that product is customer made. The next is continuity. So some product which has good continuity, so it can appealing the aesthetics, so it also appealing the continuity. So there are two components. So one is the poor performance appearance and second is better appearance. So it provides a fillets and can changes the cross section, so it can add it to the continuity effect as well as it improves the appearance. So this is related with appearance, or I can say continuity. Next point is regarding style. So style is a quality it can provide for the improving the rest or functionally identical products. So example is chair. So chair, while designing the official chair, it can rotate. So it as per style basis, it can giving shapes. So it can pleasing effect of at the rest condition. We can rest take by the it can folding by the product attraction. So this is regarding the style. Then proportion. So as we know that the proportion is provided on both sides, so it can connect it with component. So example is while tightening the bolt, so we can use the spanner. So spanner is required only rectangular section, right? So but we have providing the curvature, so it can pleasing the aesthetic also as well as it can giving the proportion also. So this is the regarding the aspect of proportion. So that's why we can prefer this curvature part of spanner. The next is the reflection of aesthetics. So first is the appearance reflect performance. So example, while we are providing the aerodynamic shape on the car, so it can will less air resistance and it can require less fuel consumption. So that is the regarding the performance by appearance of reflection. Then appearance reflection function, it can giving the shape, that's why it can increase the speed. The next point is regarding the robust and heavy appearance for the hydraulic press, it can reflect the strength and rigidity. The next point is regarding the comfort to user. So when while design the chair for the car, so it can pleasing the aesthetically as well as it can provide a comfort to the driver. And the next and last point is the suitable to environment. So nowadays the refrigerator is having becomes eco-friendly, that because of you can use the eco-friendly refrigerant, so it can provide a aesthetically pleasing with environmental concerns. So this is regarding the reflection is done by the aesthetics views. So in that session we are discussed regarding the consideration of aesthetic as well as aspect of consideration of aesthetic. So thank you.